Have you ever been put on the spot with a question you weren't expecting? One that had the potential to catch you off guard or make you look bad? How did you handle it? Now imagine you're Donald Trump, standing in front of a room full of reporters, each one waiting for their chance to challenge you. What would you do if someone threw a tough question your way? Would you dodge it, snap back, or answer it head on? This is the story of how Trump's reaction to a reporter's sharp question not only surprised the room, but went viral, sparking conversations around the world. Let's break it down. Introduction. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more fascinating stories about leadership, resilience, and moments that define public figures. Today, we're talking about Donald Trump, a man who is no stranger to tough questions and intense scrutiny. At a recent press conference, Trump was faced with a challenging question that had the potential to put him on the defensive. But instead of reacting as many expected, he surprised everyone with a calm, thoughtful response that quickly went viral. Stay with me as we unpack every detail of this powerful exchange and what we can learn from it. The setting: the press room, anticipation. It was another lively day at the White House, with the press briefing room packed to capacity. Reporters filled every chair, cameras were rolling, and microphones were ready to catch every word. Donald Trump, known for his fiery exchanges with the media, was scheduled to address several topics, ranging from the economy to foreign relations. As he walked into the room, there was a mix of anticipation and tension. Love him or hate him, everyone knew this press conference was going to be memorable. Trump started off strong, covering updates and answering questions. Some were softballs, while others were more critical. But as the conference continued, one reporter stood up and delivered a question that caught everyone's attention. The question: the room goes quiet. The reporter, a well-known figure in the media, asked, "Mr. President, many people feel your recent decisions have divided the country rather than united it. How do you respond to those who believe your leadership is polarizing?" The question wasn't just tough, it was loaded. Everyone in the room knew this wasn't just about policy. It was a challenge to Trump's style, his decisions, and his legacy. For a brief moment, the room was silent. You could feel the tension as reporters leaned in, waiting to see how Trump would handle it. Some expected a fiery response, others anticipated a defensive retort. But what Trump did next left everyone stunned. Trump's unexpected response: a calm and thoughtful approach. Trump paused, looked at the reporter, and smiled, a genuine, almost reflective smile. "That's an interesting question," he began, his tone calm and measured. He continued, "You know, being a leader means making tough decisions. It's not about being liked all the time. It's about doing what you believe is right for the country, even if it's not popular with everyone." The room, which had been buzzing with quiet murmurs, went completely silent as Trump spoke. "I know not everyone agrees with me," he admitted, "but unity doesn't mean everyone thinks the same. It means we're working toward a common goal, even if we take different paths to get there." This wasn't the response anyone had expected. It wasn't fiery or combative. It was reflective and composed. The energy in the room shifts. The reporter, who had clearly anticipated a different kind of exchange, seemed momentarily taken aback. Trump wasn't dodging the question, and he wasn't lashing out. Instead, he was using the moment to make a point. "Here's the thing," Trump added, leaning forward slightly. "America has always had disagreements. That's what makes us strong. The ability to debate, to push back, to question. But at the end of the day, we move forward together. And that's what I'm focused on. Progress." His words seemed to resonate, even with some of his critics in the room. The tension that had filled the space just moments earlier began to ease, replaced by an air of curiosity and reflection. The turning point: Trump's personal insight. Then Trump shared a personal anecdote that further surprised the room. "When I first started in business," he said, "there were a lot of people who doubted me. They said I was too bold, too ambitious. But if I had listened to them, I wouldn't be standing here today." He paused for a moment, letting the words sink in. The same goes for leadership. You can't let doubt or criticism stop you from doing what you believe is right. You keep pushing forward, because that's what real progress takes. It was a rare moment of vulnerability that caught even seasoned reporters off guard. This wasn't the Trump they were used to seeing. It was a leader reflecting on the challenges of his role. The room reacts, applause and reflection. When Trump finished, There was a noticeable shift in the room. Some reporters nodded in agreement, while others sat quietly, clearly processing what had just happened. A few even broke into quiet applause, a rarity in the White House briefing room. The reporter who had asked the question responded with a simple, "Thank you for that answer," a sign of respect that underscored the impact of Trump's unexpected reaction. The viral aftermath, a global conversation. Within hours, clips of the exchange were all over social media. The video of Trump's thoughtful and composed response went viral, sparking headlines like "Trump surprises press with candid answer" and "A softer side of Trump." People from both sides of the political spectrum chimed in. Supporters praised his calm demeanor and leadership, while even critics acknowledged that the moment showed a different side of Trump. The exchange started a broader conversation about leadership, unity, and the importance of handling criticism with grace. Why this moment matters. A lesson in leadership. This wasn't just about a press conference. It was a moment that highlighted what true leadership looks like under pressure. Trump's ability to stay composed, acknowledge the challenges, focus on the bigger picture, left an impression on everyone who saw it. Whether you agree with his politics or not, this moment was a reminder that leadership is about more than just policies. It's about how you handle the toughest questions and the most challenging moments. What we can learn, takeaways from Trump's response. So what can we learn from this moment? First, that staying calm under pressure is one of the most powerful tools a leader or anyone can have. Second, that answering tough questions with authenticity and thoughtfulness can disarm even the harshest critics. Trump's response wasn't about avoiding the issue. It was about addressing it head on while staying focused on his vision. And that's a lesson we can all take into our own lives, whether we're in leadership roles or simply navigating our own challenges. Conclusion, a moment to remember. Donald Trump's unexpected reaction to a tough reporter's question wasn't just a viral moment. It was a reminder of the power of composure, authenticity, and vision. In a world where leaders are constantly under scrutiny, this moment stood out as an example of how to rise above the noise and focus on what truly matters. It's a moment that will be remembered, not just for what was said, but for how it was said, with clarity, conviction, and a touch of humility. Thanks for watching, and until next time.